And in 3, 2, 1, fire. For this account, we'll be using the Burrow RX machine. Alright. So we'll be finding some tunnels here, and now we'll be applying the CO into those tunnels. So then this goes directly into the tunnel there. Just like that. You want to create the tight seal. And then start the machine. We just finished up with this count, caught a total of 2 gophers in the backyard. There was that additional one that had just moved in, so we just finished up with the Burrow RX machine. So that's all set and done. All the customer has to do is just monitor their property and let us know if anything returns, so we're all done. Have the gopher that we would like to use the Burrow RX on. So basically what this machine does is it pumps CO into their tunnels, replaces all the oxygen with CO, and asphyxiates any of the gophers that are inside these tunnels. So it works great when you're targeting just a handful of gophers. We also have what is called smoke oil that we're able to visualize where that smoke's coming out of. You know that that smoke's going through those tunnels. So now we can go ahead, we'll find our tunnel, we will get this all started, and we'll see what we can do here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get the tube and put this straight into the main run here. So this tunnel right here will allow access for the smoke to get into all the tunnels that this gopher came through. We're thinking that he came from across the yard behind the fence. So this smoke is it's gonna do a great job at making sure it fills those tunnels both on this side of the fence as well as on the other side. So if that gopher's running through any side, it'll get him. All right. Get our machine ready. Let's let the fun begin. There we go. Okay. We are off to the races. Take a look here. We got smoke coming out of one of their tunnels right here. So now we know that this smoke is covering all their tunnels, so we just give this a few minutes, wait for the smoke to really soak in, and they'll be good to go. We are all finished up with this account, so we use this little machine here for, I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes or so. So it gassed all those tunnels. We also went ahead and knocked down all those mounds. The customer just has to keep an eye out, see if there's any new activity that shows up. But this machine works great when you're targeting just a handful of gophers. So this resident is all set, and we'll be on to the next. We are here at our last account. We are going to be using the Burrow RX for this one as well. This one's very interesting. The tunnels wrap around the house, and I think we'll be able to get a really good example of how far these Gopher tunnels can go and why this machine can be so useful. Okay, just want to give you guys the quick rundown here. So here we have our machine ready to go, and we have our tunnel here where we're going to be gassing. But if you follow these tunnels and these mounds, you can actually see how these mounds wrap around the house, and they actually go back here inside of the cactus where we have a lot of gopher men. Now, something interesting about these gophers that a lot of people actually don't know is their primary diet is going to be roots. So a very common place that we find these gophers are around cactus. If you see all these mounds right in between where all the cactus is, and the reason that they like this cactus so much is because of their anatomy. Now, these gophers can actually not physically drink water. They get all their nutrition, all their hydration, everything from the roots. All right, we have our machine here. We're going to go ahead and get this ready and all set up for this treatment. So once again, the tube goes into the tunnel just like that. Pack it closed and get this machine ready. Here we are going to be starting up the machine. We'll gas all these tunnels and we'll see how this works. All right, we were just finishing up and we actually found another gopher here in the front yard that we missed. So we'll be doing another application here, but the interesting thing about these gophers is some of the places that they can get into. So if you follow these mounds here, a very common place to find them is here along the fence line. So if you follow these mounds, you can actually see that there's some mounds inside of this area in between these two fences here as well. So this is a very bad place to have gophers because their mounds aren't too visible. Unless you know what you're really looking for, it can be hard to find them sometimes. So we will go ahead and do an application here and we'll get this guy out of here. All right, so we just got the machine all set up. We're gonna go turn this on. We'll gas these tunnels out, give it a few minutes, and this should be good to go. All right, we are all finished up at this residence. So we performed a total of 3 treatments with this Burrow RX machine here. The resident will just have to keep an eye out to see if there's any new mounting activity that shows up, but this machine works great when you're just targeting a handful of gophers. So I'm sure we'll have great results here, and in the meantime, we'll see you guys in the next episode.